What is going on, everybody? So today we're gonna unbox the slider Tron by Blad Irons. He's a machine builder. He's actually a really good machine builder. Made coils for years, and yeah. So then he moved into rotaries, and I have yet to get my hands on one. I finally got my hands on one. It's a slider Tron. So, unbox it. Velvet bag. And this was in bubble wrap. This is, like I said, I've already opened this machine. And it was in a bubble wrap, pretty secure. It comes with the serial number, signed signature, and everything in the box. The design of the box is actually pretty cool. I don't know if you're into box art, but it's pretty cool. So get into the machine. It's got a couple features that I really liked. One's the needle bar clip that's on the slide. It's reminiscent of like the Bishop rotaries. I've had the V5, the V6, used them for quite a while. Wound up selling them to another fellow artist. We both bounced machines back out, off each other and stuff. He really liked them, so he has them now. I will note on the Bishops, I actually wound up milling the needle bar, needle bar clip. Didn't like it. Didn't work very good. It was sloppy. Still had to put a rubber band on it to get the tension I wanted. Didn't like that one. But that could have just been the machine then. Either way. On this machine. Pros and cons. Pros, really light. Like really light. I like the tube clamp here. It doesn't get the tube. Like, you have to really ream it to get it to keep the tube from actually twisting. But it's good. I mean, if you're turning your hand that much to where you're actually twisting the tube via the clip cord resistance, slow your hand down, I guess. Other than that, the motor is good. It's actually, I forget the name of the motor that it's in it. It was Japanese. I think it's now produced in China, but it's still a Japanese motor. He says he puts a ball bearing in it, possibly 2 ball bearings. I don't know what he did for this particular machine. It's pretty powerful. I mean, it runs. The website said to run it between 6.5 and 7.5 is the operating speeds or voltages. That's too fast for me. Hits too hard. I actually run this, and I've used it a couple times now. It like 5.2 volts, 5.4 volts. So it still has plenty of speed, plenty of power. I like my liners running a little slower than most people, but I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's not so much the machine. The machine does what you put into it, but it's up to the artist, Oh, essentially the only gripe I have about this machine, I fixed it a little bit now because it was kind of a shit show, really. Ooh. Anyways, is the RCA connector. And I don't know if this is possibly a European type thing, because I've seen a couple reviews of this, a couple in Russian, a couple in, or like one in Italian. Haven't really seen any American ones. So this is smaller than your traditional RCA, slightly. So this is an Icon. Anyone who ever has these know that these can rip pretty solid. It didn't. It didn't when I. It literally I could go like this, and it would just fall right off. And it's not this because I also tried several other chords, including like my Maximo, and that one fell right off too. So, but what I want to do to kind of remedy it, because I can't RMA this right now. I can, but I wouldn't see it back for a long time. Is I just took a pair of pliers and gave it a little bit of a pinch to give it an oval, just a slight oval, and now it grips, and it doesn't come off. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's still a little looser than I like, but it runs fine. So, as you just heard, it's pretty loud. For a rotary, it's pretty loud. So this doesn't have any springs in it, like down under the bottom. There's a spring. I think my Bishops had them. Pretty sure they had a thing, and that's pretty much just to kick it back up so you don't have the hung needle. This actually has magnets in it, and it's a possibility that, I mean, this does have a little bit of play, a little left to right. You can see the wobble. That could be why it's a little louder than most slides, or it could be the magnet. I don't really know. The motor doesn't seem to put out much vibration, so I don't think it's the motor. But, and that's it, 5.2. Unloaded. Now loaded, it quiets down a little bit. Not terribly a lot, but enough. And I've come from rotaries, or coils, so that's not very, it's nothing to me. Anybody who ever came from coils, yeah, we're used to it. All right, so I don't know if you can see, but this is what I didn't like about the Bishop. This, like, it snaps and it stays. I mean, it's got a lot of tension in there. And now it's a lot quieter. So, needles all the way. And this has got a 4mm throw, which I do like, especially for lining. That's got a lot of throw. And that motor's pretty stout. But this is what I'm at, so, I mean, that's pretty spinny. But another turn, and it's pretty solid. Like, I can spin it, but like I said, if you use that much spin pressure when you're tattooing, I don't know what's wrong with your kid. Not to throw in a different machine, this has nothing to do with this, not this one, but this grip, this is a Direct 2. This grip vise is a lot tighter, like it locks it. I'll give you a review on this one another day, but I'm pretty much done with the review anyways. Aside from the RCA connector being kind of crap in the noise, it is noisy for such a small rotary. I mean, that thing is dinky. If you wind up buying one of these and you'll see it, you're like, wow, this thing's gonna be junk. Just by the size of it, like how much motor can you put in something that small? They did, and it punches pretty hard. And depending on your technique, your speed, you know, you may run it at 7.5. I wouldn't, but I'll show you. So I'm using the Critical CX2. There's 6 volts, 7.5. That's 7.5. And that's 5.2. It's a little noisier, and it's not the needle making the noise. I think it's actually I don't know if you see it. There's no left or right. That's strictly linear, which makes it really great if you do fine lining. You don't have to worry about a wandering needle. I'll show you the angle that this has. So the downward, I do put a little bend in my stack, or in the needle bar itself, not the stack, but the needle bar. And this has a lot. It's perfect. It's just the right amount of back pressure you want. I always bend my tube, or my needle bars. It's a habit. I've always done it. Just a little bit, nothing much. Yeah, this thing runs really smooth. I use it for lining. You could use it for color. I mean, it's a 4mm stroke. You could use it for color all day long. Shading, it seems like it runs a little slower. You can speed it up, but then you're making it hit really hard. So for oiling this, because you do have to oil it, just let the slide outlet go all the way to the bottom. If it can't pull it down, because these got, like I said, it has a magnet. It's pretty solid. Just start it real quick and then hold it down. I mean, I'll keep itself down. Take a little bit of the oil that comes with it. Put a couple drops in there, and then throw a paper towel on it over the top. Just run it for a little bit. Catch any of that splatter that may come out of it. It doesn't really quiet the machine up, which I was hoping it was, but that's okay. I don't necessarily care about the noise as long as it's operating right. So, pretty much sum it up, man. It's a solid machine. The worst part about it is if you ever have a problem with this, you have to RMA it to Russia. And if you're in the United States, you might not see it for a couple days. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's a good motor. Hopefully we can, I'll get a video out of me using it. Like I said, I primarily use this for fine lining. I have the direct one I use for power lining. I'm sure this will do it. In fact, I'll even try it. I'll put a big 11 on it or something and run some lines with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this, man. Stay tuned. I'll review some more. Yeah, I'll do another couple more machine reviews because I just got a couple more in. But I'll use this one later today. Yeah, I should be able to use it later today. So stay tuned, guys.